Sound of Freedom just hit $100 million at the box office from what I understand. And we even have, so we showed Monday's numbers for Sound of Freedom, and it was within like less than $1 million of Mission Impossible on Monday, which is insane to even think about. Insane. Now we have the Tuesday numbers, and Sound of Freedom is still keeping pace with Mission Impossible now. This is incredible. Mission Impossible finished at 7 million, Sound of Freedom 5.5 million, Indy there with 2.2, Insidious, Elemental, Spider-Man. So Sound of Freedom is continuing to just crush it at the box office, and I think you're going to see a pretty awesome weekend for Sound of Freedom. And the fact that it's even this close to Mission Impossible is crazy. And Mission Impossible, honestly, I have no idea. I have no idea how to predict what's going to happen with this movie. Mission Impossible will be at $100 million after this weekend. It'll probably hit $100 million right before the weekend. But it is underperforming pretty bad right now. Now, the international box office, which is what's carried Mission Impossible, all of these films, is what the important factor will be. But Mission Impossible is underperforming right now. It straight up is underperforming. And I think that Sound of Freedom has definitely affected it, because this pro-patriotic audience, that's the audience that Tom Cruise won over with Top Gun Maverick. And I think Sound of Freedom is definitely taking a bite out of Mission Impossible 7. Also, as we speculated, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. That doesn't scream urgency to you. You know what I mean? That screams like, hey, this is a massive, awesome story. There's 2 parts. It's not like there's this urgency. I got to see this movie right here, right now. Because you know it's going to be action. You know it's going to be fun. You know it's going to be awesome because it's Tom Cruise. But there's no urgency to see it.
I think it would have been a better plan to just call it Mission Impossible 7 Dead Reckoning. And then at the end of the movie, maybe like mid-credits, right before the credits go, it says, to be continued, and then it shows like a preview. It goes Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 2. Like, you just call this one Dead Reckoning, no need for Part 1. After you watch the movie, to be continued, and then the next one you can call Part 2 if you want to. That's how it should have been marketed.
I mean, and we also have, like, obviously we have Oppenheimer, Barbie coming out this weekend. Those are going to have a massive effect on Mission Impossible as well. The fact that Sound of Freedom is almost keeping pace with Mission Impossible still is absolutely incredible. I don't know, like, this would actually be insane if this happened, but we could actually see Sound of Freedom start to pull bigger numbers than Mission Impossible at the theater.
Wild. It honestly, like, Sound of Freedom could theoretically top Mission Impossible this weekend at the box office. It won't be number 1 because Barbie is going to be number 1. Oppenheimer is probably going to be number 2. And then Sound of Freedom is going to be, it could compete for number 3. And that is wild. That is crazy that we're in that position, but it's more of a testament to Sound of Freedom.